boy, if you haven't heard about Hatgate, you're in for a treat. This wasn't just some minor blip, it was a full-blown meltdown in the golf world during the 2023 Ryder Cup. Imagine a simple hat, or rather the lack of one, causing such a ruckus. Patrick Cantlay decided to go hatless, and suddenly the golf community was on fire with debates and speculations. Who knew a missing cap could stir up so much drama? And let me tell you, Patrick tried his best to cover it up, but those cameras don't lie. If you want the full scoop, stick around for a few minutes because, trust me, if you're a golf fan and don't know about this, it's pretty embarrassing. And hey, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It's sad if you're a true game lover and haven't subscribed to the best channel in the race. So, what's the big deal about the Ryder Cup and dress code controversy? Well, this isn't just any old golf tournament. It's a fierce battle between Europe and the USA, happening every 2 years. It's loaded with national pride, history, and top-notch golfers swinging not just for personal glory, but for their team and country. When something controversial happens here, it's like dropping a boulder in a pond. It makes waves. Now, enter Patrick Cantlay. Normally, this guy is as steady as they come, known for his calm demeanor and solid game. But this time, he showed up sans cap and the golf world collectively lost its mind. Cantlay's bear noggin became the talk of the town, with fans, commentators, and even fellow players buzzing with curiosity and opinions. The initial reactions were a wild mix of head-scratching and gossip-mongering. Was he protesting something? Was it a comfort thing? Everyone had a theory. Some thought he was making a statement about the lack of player payments for the Ryder Cup, while others figured he just didn't like wearing hats. Even his fellow golfers were split. Some shrugged it off as his personal choice, while others saw it as a slap in the face to team traditions. And here's the kicker. Golf has this deep-rooted tradition thing going on, especially when it comes to dress codes. The sport is all about heritage and decorum, with players typically rocking the classic polo shirts, tailored pants, and you guessed it, caps. So Cantlay ditching the cap wasn't just a fashion faux pas. It was like he'd ripped up the rulebook and tossed it in the bunker. As the tournament rolled on, the rumor mill went into overdrive. The hottest theory, Cantlay was silently protesting because players don't get paid for the Ryder Cup. This isn't like other golf events where prize money is up for grabs. Here, it's all about the honor of representing your country. Some folks believed Cantlay was shining a spotlight on this issue, pointing out the imbalance between the players' contributions and the financial rewards. To add fuel to the fire, whispers of locker room tensions and player comments suggested there might be more to this story. Was there a deeper rift within the US team? It sure seemed like it. In an attempt to cool things down, Cantlay and his team put out statements to clear the air. He claimed the cap just didn't fit right, and that comfort, not controversy, was his main concern. But this explanation didn't exactly put out the flames. Many saw it as a convenient excuse, given the timing and the intense scrutiny. His teammates and the US team's management tried to play it down, emphasizing unity and focusing on their game. But the incident kept overshadowing the tournament, highlighting the tricky balance between personal choices and team expectations. But guess what? There's another guy with the same first name who's just as controversy-prone. Yep, I'm talking about Patrick Reed, the man who seems to attract drama like a magnet. If there's a scandal in the golf world, you can bet he's probably involved somehow. One of the most notorious moments in his career happened during the 2019 Hero World Challenge. It was when Reed caught on camera, blatantly improving his lie in a bunker. Yep, you heard it right. Caught in 4K, brushing sand away from behind his ball with not one, but 2 practice swings. This move earned him a 2-stroke penalty and a one-way ticket to the center of a golf scandal, now famously known as the bunker incident. Fans and fellow golfers were furious, and the PGA Tour's rules guru, Slugger White, confirmed that Reed had indeed broken the rules. Reed's excuse? He claimed he didn't realize he was moving sand. Yeah, that didn't fly with the critics. This incident added another layer to the ongoing narrative that Reed likes to play fast and loose with the rules. And this wasn't a one-off. Back in 2015 at the WGC Cadillac Championship, Reed was accused of funny business with his ball marking on the green. No penalty was handed out, but the whispers about his integrity grew louder. Fast forward to the 2021 Farmers Insurance Open, and Reed found himself in hot water again. He picked up his ball in the rough, claiming it was embedded without waiting for an official's nod. Cue another round of criticism from players and pundits alike, who felt he was bending the rules again. Reed's antics haven't gone unnoticed by his peers. Brooks Koepka, never one to shy away from speaking his mind, took a jab at Reed's bunker antics, saying, "Yeah, I don't know what he was doing, building sandcastles in the sand, but you know where your club is." Ouch. Cameron Smith wasn't any kinder, bluntly stating, "I don't have sympathy for anyone that cheats." These sharp comments from top golfers show just how little trust there is in Reed among his peers. Hey, you're still with me? That subscribe button is getting lonely, waiting for a pat. Give it some love. Don't get too lost in the story, buddy. So, the media has had a field day with Reed's controversies, often painting him as the bad boy of golf. He's embraced this villain role at times, but it's a double-edged sword. Major sports outlets frequently dissect his rule violations, and fans are more than happy to boo him at tournaments. Reed's sometimes defensive and unapologetic stance in interviews doesn't help his case, often coming off as lacking the humility expected of elite athletes. Now, let's shift gears again and talk about the ripple effects of Hatgate on Patrick Cantlay. Before his no-cap fiasco at the 2023 Ryder Cup, Cantlay was seen as Mr. Reliable, a quiet, consistent performer. But his decision to go hatless turned heads, and not in a good way. The pressure cooker atmosphere of Hatgate didn't just affect Cantlay's reputation, it hit his performance too. Imagine the stress of constant scrutiny, heckling from European fans, and the relentless media spotlight. Even for a pro like Cantlay, this was tough. He admitted in interviews that managing the intense attention and speculation was a real challenge. Such psychological pressure can mess with an athlete's mental game, potentially impacting their focus and future performances. Cantlay tried to set the record straight in interviews, emphasizing that his hatless look was all about comfort, not protest. He expressed his dedication to the team and respect for Ryder Cup traditions. Yet, skepticism lingered. And if I tell you that Patrick Cantlay is just following in the footsteps of a master when it comes to stirring up controversy, it wouldn't be far from the truth. I'm talking about Tiger Woods, one of the most iconic figures in golf, known not only for his extraordinary skills, but also for his signature red shirt on Sundays. This choice initially raised eyebrows because it broke away from the traditional subdued colors typically worn by golfers. Woods adopted the red shirt early in his career, believing it symbolized aggression and power. His mom, Cultita Woods, also felt red brought him good luck. Woods' decision was a bold move in a sport steeped in tradition, and it was met with mixed reactions. While some purists criticized it as a departure from tradition, many fans embraced it, and it eventually became a part of his brand, symbolizing his dominance on the course. John Daly, another colorful character in the golfing world, took breaking dress codes to a whole new level with his flamboyant fashion choices. Daly's wardrobe includes bright, loud, and often outrageous patterns that are impossible to ignore. From pants adorned with wild patterns like flamingos and neon colors, to shirts that look more suitable for a Hawaiian beach party than a golf course, Daly's outfits have always been a statement. His style has been both criticized and celebrated. Traditionalists often view his attire as disrespectful to the game's etiquette, while others appreciate his individuality and the way he brings a sense of fun and personality to the sport. Daly's fashion choices have undoubtedly left a lasting impression on the golfing world, making him one of the most recognizable figures in the sport. Golf attire has undergone significant changes over the decades. In the early 20th century, golfers wore heavy woolen garments including +4s, shirts, ties, and jackets, reflecting the formal fashion of the time. By the mid-20th century, the attire became slightly more relaxed with lighter fabrics and short-sleeve shirts. The 1970s and 80s saw the introduction of more vibrant colors and polyester materials, influenced by broader fashion trends. This period also marked the beginning of the acceptance of more casual and comfortable clothing, such as the polo shirt, which is now a staple in golf attire. Modern golf attire emphasizes performance and comfort with materials that offer breathability, flexibility, and moisture-wicking properties. Brands like Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour have revolutionized golf fashion, blending style with functionality and making golf attire more appealing to younger generations. Today, dress code policies in professional golf are a blend of tradition and modernity. The PGA Tour, for example, has specific guidelines that maintain a certain level of decorum while allowing for contemporary styles. Players are required to wear collared shirts, and denim is typically prohibited. However, the tour has also embraced more modern elements, such as allowing players to wear mock turtlenecks and performance-oriented fabrics. These policies are enforced to ensure that players present themselves in a manner that respects the sport's traditions, while also allowing them the comfort and flexibility needed for optimal performance. Violations of dress codes can result in fines or disqualification, though these instances are rare. The story started with Patrick Cantley's Hatgate incident, and trust me, it has so many layers that if we sat here pulling them all back, we'd be old enough to cover them all. But hey, if you know any incidents similar to the ones we've just talked about, hit the comments below and share your thoughts. And while you're at it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel